Today, we'll be taking a look at the shock absorber on this Whirlpool front-load washing machine. Be sure to visit ApplianceVideo.com, where you will find thousands of repair videos on the latest technology. And for a limited time, you can save big on an annual membership and take advantage of all of our premium benefits. ApplianceVideo.com. Do it right the first time. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the water. You will need the following tools to complete this repair. To begin, we must first remove this top panel. Now in order to do so, on the back here we have 3 1/4-inch screws that have to be removed. Let's take these out. Then, to remove the top panel, you will simply push back, start to lift up, and set it to the side. Now that we have that taken off, let's go ahead and start to remove the console. We have 2 1/4-inch screws on top. Pull these out here. Then let's slide the dispenser out. You'll press the button toward the back left and remove it. And underneath here we have 2 T20 Torx screws that have to be taken out. Once you have these removed, you start to slide back on the dispenser a little bit, and you'll lift up on the console to slide it forward. Disconnect your Molex inside of here. Gently pinch and pull. And then set your console to the side. Now that we have that removed, I went ahead and propped the unit up on a piece of wood so we can remove the 4 screws underneath. Take these out and set it to the side. Next, we'll move up and open the door. There's a couple things we'll have to do. First, you're going to have to find the spring for the bellow, and you'll have to pull off the spring portion for the seal. Put that down, and we're going to push the seal rubber in. So lift off. Then use a T20 Torx to remove the 2 screws for your door lock. Pull that out and make sure this is pushed in. And lastly, we have 3 5/16 screws that have to be taken out. I'm going to start with the middle one. Close the door. Remove the others. When I'm removing the last one though, I'm gonna hold my knee up to the front to make sure it doesn't fall. Pull out the last one, lift up on the panel, and set it to the side. Now that we have the front removed, we have clear access to our shock absorbers. Now, there are 4 of them on this unit, and all of them come off the same exact way. Now, the main reason why you would need to access these shock absorbers is if the unit is going off balance really bad during spin, no matter how the load size is, or you may take it apart and find that one is actually damaged and broken. These are both indications that they'll need to be replaced, and replacement on these can be rather difficult. In order to replace it, these are twist absorbers. So what we'll do is we are going to use a small flat blade screwdriver, reach underneath, and there's a little tab that you will pull down on and twist the shock absorber at the same time. Pull down on the tab, give it a twist, pull it out, and then on the bottom, you'll do the same thing. There's one on the front and the back. Sometimes you can do it just one. You press it on the tab, pull it out, and set the shock absorber to the side. When installing your new shock absorber, first you're going to look at the others. The plastic top will be at the top, the metal shaft will be on the bottom. So we're going to line it up, twist in the bottom. Now it can only twist one way, as there's a stopper on the right hand side here. Once we get the bottom in, we're going to pull up, meet it into the actual socket, and twist it to lock it in place. Now we can reinstall the front panel. When reinstalling your front panel, we're going to get one screw ready, and then we're going to line up the front, lift it up, and hook it on the sides. It gives us just a little bit of hold there to where we can reinstall the first few screws. Should line it up. Install this one, install this one. Reinstall this one. Next, let's reinstall the door latch. We'll go ahead and open the door, and we'll want to reinstall the door switch. So we'll bring our drill and the screws. We'll have to reach in, figure out how the door switch goes on here. Goes like this. Let's start to put a screw in here and tighten it up. And reinstall the second screw. Make sure you hold on to the door lock. Then let's bring our bellow seal in and start to put it over your lip. You'll twist up and push in, go all the way around. Make sure you are secure all the way, and then we can reinstall the spring. When reinstalling your spring, we will position the spring portion on the bottom and then get it lined up on the top. Try to get it as center as possible. I'm going to use a small Phillips screwdriver to put it into the hole of the spring on the opposite side. Use my hip to hold it. Make sure it's lined up on the top. And then I'm going to use a pair of pliers to pull over, work the spring around the bellows. All the way around until it tucks under. Make sure the door closes, and now we will reinstall the screws on the bottom. Now with the unit propped back up, let's go ahead and reinstall the underside screws. And now we can reinstall the console. When reinstalling your console, first you're going to bring it in at an angle and gently slide back in our Molex. Then slide it in to where it hooks onto the front. Should clip in place. We will bring our dispenser back into position and then go ahead and reinstall your 2 Torx screws. Slide back in your drawer, switch back over and reinstall the 2 1/4-inch screws on the top. Now we can reinstall the top. When reinstalling your top panel, You'll want to start it back a little ways, and you'll want the slotted portion to be on the front, the screw portion to be on the back. Drop it down and it'll stick out probably about a 1/4 inch. Drop it in, and finally, let's go ahead and reinstall the 3 screws. And this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com. If you found this video helpful, make sure you click the like and subscribe to our channel.